Saw you, I knew right away. Made up my mind you would be mine someday. You know I need you, so don't turn away. 'Cause at the end of the day, I'll be alright. Still I'm praying that you change your mind. I'll be okay. 'Cause you first time I saw you, I knew right away. Made up my mind you would be mine someday. You know I need you, so don't turn away. 'Cause at the end of the day, I'll be alright. Still I'm praying that you change your mind. I'll be okay. 'Cause you'll come around eventually. Hey, hey, hey. When I love someone, I'm loving all the way. Hey, hey, hey. You know I'm the one to take you all the way. I know you're back, we just had to go. 'Cause I just won't stand to watch you walk alone. And don't be afraid, you're not on your own. As long as you know we'll be alright. Still I'm praying that you change your mind. I'll be okay. Be okay. 'Cause you'll come around eventually. Hey, hey, hey. When I love someone, I'm loving all the way. Hey, hey, hey. You know I'm the one to take you all the way. I told you, when I love someone, I love them all the way. Hey, 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 hey. You know I'm the one to take you all the way. Hey, hey, hey. When I love someone, I'm loving all the way. Hey, hey, hey. You know I'm the one to take you all the way. You know I'm the one to take you all the way. Yeah. First time I saw you, I knew right away. Made up my mind you would be mine someday. You know I need you, so don't turn away. 'Cause at the end of the day, I'll be alright. Still I'm praying that you change your mind. I'll be okay. 'Cause you'll come around eventually. Hey, hey, hey. When I love someone, I'm loving all the way. Hey, hey, hey. You know I'm the one to take you all the way.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2021 RASG Hebrew Academy 8th grade graduation ceremony of the Charlotte Rohr Middle School. Please rise for the singing of the national anthem and Hatikva. Please be seated. Throughout the evening, you will have the opportunity to journey with us throughout our years on the west side of the street. You will hear our reflections of our time here has meant to us, and you will see, as we did, how much we have grown. It is my pleasure to invite Ms. Lucero, our middle school principal, to the stage.
Welcome graduates, parents, faculty, and staff to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2021. I'm so happy that we are celebrating this milestone in our auditorium live. It was a long road to get here to this moment today, but we made it, and now it is time to celebrate your achievements and learning over the past 3 years. We all know how challenging the past year has been, but you have pushed through, shown grit, flexibility, and adaptability to the obstacles that were put in front of you. You were able to quickly shift from one learning style to another in a matter of a weekend. You became experts in Zoom meetings, Google Classroom, trying to stay motivated, engaged, and learning from a distance. This was not an easy task, but you did it. Throughout middle school, your teachers pushed you to do more, be more, and to learn more. Our hope is that you are ready for what lies ahead as you move on to your high school years. You may be the change our world needs, the change to focus on appreciation, gratitude, support, and collaboration. As you continue on your journey, do so by acknowledging, respecting, and celebrating our differences. Take the opportunity to find out more about what you have in common with someone instead of focusing on what separates you. Find your voice, speak it, express yourself, but also take the time to listen and hear what others have to say. Take the words that fill our hallway and stairwell with you as you go. Throw kindness like confetti. Be the change you wish to see in the world. If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you're determined to learn, no one can stop you. Continue to be resilient, tenacious, creative, and resourceful. Your middle school teachers and I will miss you, and we wish you mazel tov on your graduation. Please listen for a special message to the class from Mor Dvorah, who could not be here tonight.
Dear 8th grade, wow, I can't believe it has come to an end. You definitely deserve an award, more credit than any other graduating class. Zoom, masks, social distancing, no gatherings, and you did it strong. Unfortunately, I'm not in the auditorium today with you to celebrate this special moment, but I'm there with you on Zoom and with my heart, and I want to thank you. Thank you for teaching me what is friendship, kindness, being there for each other, and I want to wish you lots of בהצלחה בדרך החדשה, ותמיד תזכרו שאתם יכולים לבוא לבקר במידל סקול, אנחנו נקבל אתכם בזרועות פתוחות, שיהיה לכם בהצלחה.
Mimi, Miriam, and Benji, please join me to share Dvar Torah.
Good evening, respected rabbis, teachers, parents, and guests, and welcome to our 2021 graduation ceremony. This week's Parsha is Parshat Korach, in which we learn about one of the most famous rebellions in our nation's history. Korach starts up a machloket against Moshe and Aaron's seemingly superior status and gathers 250 men from Bnei Yisrael to join him in overthrowing the nation's leader, Moshe. When introducing Korach in the beginning of the Parsha, the Torah says, Vayikach Korach, and Korach took himself to argue and rebel against Moshe. The apparent question that arises is regarding the strange language being used. If he was arguing, why does it say, and he took? What is Korach taking exactly? Our commentaries explain that Korach took himself out of the group as he removed himself from Bnei Israel in order to recite his rebellion against them.
The Torah commands us with the mitzvah to not be like Korach and his assembly of rebels. Not only does this teach us the importance of seeking peace and avoiding machloket, but we learn how being a part of a group has a tremendous influence on our lives. Yes, it is true that our class is made up of very unique individuals, each with their own backgrounds, interests, and families. However, as we sit here today, ready to graduate, we are something more. Together, we are middle school graduates of the Hebrew Academy. Over the past 3 years, even with our individual identities, we created a shared identity. And with that came shared success, knowledge, and inspiration that fueled our unity and continue to do so throughout our future high school careers.
May we learn from Korach and his downfall to always stay connected and to always use our individual strengths to better our class as a community as a whole. Together we make up something much bigger than ourselves, and the power is in our hands to make that something really great. With that, we hope that our united identity will grow stronger as we face both triumphs and successes together in the years to come. We know with the lessons we learned from our brilliant rabbis and teachers over the last 3 years, we are sure to go far, succeed, and remain closely connected along the way. Thank you and congratulations to all.
Rabbi Gunnenberg, please come on stage to give us our graduation blessing.
Good evening and mazel tov. In my letter in your yearbook, I left you with a question, and I wanted to revisit the question and potentially give you an answer and a bracha. In Robert Frost, in his famous poem, he speaks about the road less traveled by. And he portrays an image of him standing in the forest, in a yellow wood, with a fork in the road. And he's not sure which direction he should take. Should he take the path that is worn out, that has been traveled by many? Or should he take the path, the one that is less traveled by, the one that is still grassy, but yet wanted to be worn, wanted to wear? And when we think about this, Frost at the end challenges us, and he says, and I took the road less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And it's fascinating if we think about it, because Frost is challenging us to be a nonconformist, to think differently and take a road that's not the one that's normally taken. And how does that work with Judaism? Because we know with halacha, and you guys have been living halacha so beautifully in the school, halacha tells us so much about how to live our lives. Where do we stand? When do we bow? What we can't touch, what we can touch. What do we eat? What do we shake? Don't sit here, stand here. I know many of you have been learning Daf Yomi, and we're learning about the Kohen Gadol right now on Yom Kippur. And the Kohen Gadol on Yom Kippur, he's walking here, he's walking there. The entire halachic process is what we're supposed to do. How to wash our hands. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All these different concepts. And so much about our Torah and our Yiddishkeit is to be part of a community, to join a community, to be part of the Kahal. And yet Frost challenges us to be a nonconformist, to think differently. And I was always a big fan of Frost. I actually kept his poem with me for about 20 years in my wallet until I stopped carrying a wallet. And I left you with a question in the yearbook, and I want to give an answer. How does Frost's poem work with Torah? When I look on stage, I see future psychologists, future rabbis, maybe a future basketball player, future singers, hopefully not too many rappers, although the music you listen to, probably quite a few rappers. Hopefully a couple of teachers and doctors and community leaders. But each one of you have a unique talent, has something special, miyuchad, that is unique and different than the other. But together you're a unit, but individually you're also special. Being a Torah Jew isn't necessarily saying that I'm not going to conform, but it's looking at your own special talents and saying, how can I make a difference? There may be two roads, there may be a fork in the road, and I encourage you to take which one you feel comfortable with. But make sure that the road that you take fits the talents of who you are, fits the blessings that Hashem has given each one of you. Because each one of you are different, but yet together. And my blessing to you is that each one of you are able to take the path that is fit to you. Sometimes in life you'll have to take the path that is less traveled. And sometimes in life you'll have to take the path, Berov Madras Melech, as the halacha says, along with everyone else. But every time you take the path, you should think about what talent can you bring, what talent can you contribute. And my blessing to each one of you is that you recognize each of your talents and you use it for the good. Mazal Tov.
I invite my fellow graduates to share their memories and reflections with us.
I'm Elizabeth, or Lizzie Ebner. This is my 11th year at Hebrew Academy, and it has become my second home. My first memories as a child took place here. They say that everything you need to know you learn in kindergarten. It's actually not true. It started in early childhood. I entered this school in nursery 3, where I instantly became attached. Our Hanukkah show set us up to learn about Jewish holidays, be able to present to others, and celebrate with pure joy. Tasting Tuesdays in pre-K would encourage us to try a new food and share our reactions to it. It taught us to be brave and willing to try something new, as well as learn how to express our emotions by writing and sharing our reactions and feelings. Our graduation into kindergarten was a big milestone that allowed us to enter a new phase, elementary school. Our kindergarten siyum closed out the year by celebrating how to read and write Hebrew letters. Throughout these events and everything in between, we grew together as a class. It was in this early childhood that I and my classmates began to learn to be the people that we are today. I have been able to create strong friendships with those that entered the school with me over a decade ago, ones who came this year, and those from all years in between.
My name is Joseph Levy, and I've been a student at the Hebrew Academy for 8 years. I remember first grade vividly, my first year. I was so nervous when I walked in, but I acclimated very quickly, and I could not wait for the Siddur play. We practiced for such a long time and received our Siddurim after an array of Hebrew songs. I still have the Siddur at home. Second grade was equally memorable, with our trip to Israel. We did it without leaving school. This was also the year that we received our Chumashim. We learned for the first time from our Chumash, starting with Lech Lecha and our song. We can't forget our restaurant. I remember the rush of running and taking down my family's orders to then prepare and serve them. Our author's tea was very special. Writing our poems and presenting them in front of all the parents made us feel so accomplished. First and second grade solidified our connections to our faith and furthered our love of learning.
I'm Riley Spitz, and I've been a student here at Hebrew Academy for 12 years. I have so many memories from my experiences here, including all of our songs that we learned in Ms. Shochet's third grade class. The words, "With Bereshit we begin learning Torah," have been replaying in my mind since the day that we first learned them. From our siyum, to our Thanksgiving play, to Rashi's visit to our class, and of course, our trip to Legoland. We have so many memories from that year. I know that the girls from our third grade class will never forget the stench of Yona's rotting Parmesan cheese spilling everywhere. Every moment was a memory with Ms. Shochet, Moralena, and Ms. Ben-Simone. The same is true for our fourth grade teachers, Ms. Salver, Mrs. Zafransky, Mrs. Rabhan, and one of our current middle school teachers, Mrs. Neufeld. The images that fly through our minds when we think of that year are filled with so many smiles. The girls in our grade still talk about our fourth grade Shabbaton, whether it was Ms. Neufeld's amazing challah, visiting Rabbi Rabowski, or even the drama about the south side and the north side. That Shabbos will be cherished forever. I can wholeheartedly say that the Holocaust play is an indelible memory for all of us. Not only will we never forget the experience of doing the play, but we should never forget anything that we learned about the hardships of the Jewish people. We, the Kinderlach, had this amazing opportunity to creatively teach others about Jews who escaped to Shanghai. We are so appreciative of all these experiences that profoundly impacted our growth and remain cherished memories.
I'm Zach Schuster, and I've been going to Hebrew Academy since playgroup. The summer before 5th grade, we were assigned to read the book Wonder, which teaches tolerance, acceptance, and understanding of people who appear to be different. We saw the movie Wonder together in the theater. The lessons we learned will stay with us forever. To close out our elementary school experience, we enjoyed our trip to Busch Gardens, the thrill of the rides and being together. It's hard to believe that it has already been 3 years since we stood on this very stage for our siyum celebrating the milestone of completing elementary school. And then the big leap into middle school. In 6th grade, we went from cubbies to lockers and collected tons of sweatshirts from all the bat mitzvah parties we went to. We participated in warrior athletics and began competing against other yeshivot in tournaments. We enjoyed Mini-Mester, meeting professionals from different fields and taking trips related to the topics of study. Our incredible trip to Universal Studios was a great way to end this first year of middle school.
I'm Aaliyah Katz, and this is my 12th year at Hebrew Academy. 7th grade started out as an incredible year with Color War, Mini-Mester, and Chesed Day. All of a sudden, life took a dramatic turn with COVID-19. Our last good memory of 7th grade was a bar mitzvah, which we now see as our last hurrah before starting our quarantine. Zoom was new for everyone, and it was a really hard adjustment, but we survived. By the time our 8th grade year started, we were already used to Zoom. Before Chagim, teachers visited us at our homes to bring us Rosh Hashanah treats. It was nice to see their faces and still have a somewhat school-related holiday celebration. Luckily, we soon made our way to the physical building. Being back in school with our friends was an incredible feeling. Although reuniting with one another was great, it meant that we would have to follow a series of rules as a precaution to stay safe. We 8th graders had a hard time following these guidelines, but we managed to make it through this year. Honestly, it's really hard to think about specific memories when most of the past year has been a blur in all of our views. But we realized that even small things became something to celebrate as long as we were together. There was a stormy day where our grade ran through the rain, drenching our clothes, just having fun being with each other. This was one of those exhilarating 8th grade moments that we made for a new kind of memory. Additionally, color war, Shabbat assemblies, basketball leagues, and the celebration of 2 new Sefer Torah helped improve the year and add to the jubilant times. Ariella surprising us last Friday was definitely the cherry on top of this year. Although this 8th grade year had many challenges, we pushed through as a class and made it here. Look at us. Going on and off Zoom and socially distancing from one another was not easy. But when we look back on nursery, elementary, and middle school, we can see how much we have learned and grown and understood the significance of the past year and a half. As a result of our quarantine and our past 12 years, we learned to have grit, perseverance, and began to understand our roles and responsibilities in the world around us. As we embark on this new chapter in our lives, we will use these lessons and memories to become greater students, classmates, and friends.
Please turn your attention to the screen to watch our journey through the years.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Are supposed to do, oh yeah. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you. cut these corners, try to take the easy way out. I kept on falling short of something. I could have gave up then, but then again I couldn't have, 'cause I've traveled all this way for something. I take it in, but don't look down. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Been waiting on this for a while now. Paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Waiting on this for a while now. Paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take me with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up when you make your round, but get up now, get up now. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up when you make your round, but get up now, get up now. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Waiting on this for a while now. Paying my dues to the earth. I've been waiting this long.
Thank you, Yona, for putting together such a beautiful video. Thank you to our middle school faculty for your patience, passion, and commitment to our success. My classmates and I would like to share just how thankful we are for all you have done for us.
Dr. London, you have made a tremendous impact on our grade. Even though you were remote this year, you have brought us to understand the importance of gratitude and mindfulness. Your class has always been something we looked forward to in the past years, and your office has been a safe place for us, for so many of us. Thank you for always being there for us. Thank you, Rabbi Kahan, for engaging us in your class with creative learning, and especially your new Gemara program, Say Yes to the Daf. You have coached your Chidon Tanakh students and have appreciated and adjusted to each of our own individual learning styles. We are grateful for all of your efforts to help us learn and grow as Jews. Mrs. Neufeld, thank you for teaching your students the importance of learning the Chumash. You have taught us, so many of us, valuable lessons in Chumash and have inspired us to enjoy learning. Those of us who had you back in the 4th grade are so happy to see you again in middle school. Ms. Page, thank you. You have creatively and effectively taught us science in ways that students don't often come across. Thank you for your dedication in preparing us for tests and projects. We will continue to take your studying methods and passion for science with us to high school. We will miss your class and science experiments when we leave. Maura Hanna, thank you for everything you do in the AAP program. You have given your students so much guidance and support. You really set them up for success during this challenging year.
Mrs. Ohana, middle school will not have been the same without you. You have taught us to find the deeper meaning in almost everything, helping us to understand the world and our own individual roles and responsibilities in it. Under your guidance, we grew from small little 6th graders to who we are now, young men and women, educated, and with a new understanding of the world around us. Thank you for everything you have done, and we will miss you next year. Mr. Katzman, you have been teaching our class since we first came into middle school 3 years ago. You've educated us on the history of the world and America, taught us how our own government works, and most importantly, showed us that it's possible to cram an entire unit into the last week of school. Thank you for everything you have taught us, and we will miss you in high school. We're sorry that Mrs. Lopez cannot be here tonight. We send her and her family our heartfelt condolences. I came into the 8th grade knowing some formulas and basic algebraic equations. Now I know how to solve a circle. Although I doubt many of us will grow up to be mathematicians or math teachers, Mrs. Lopez taught us so much. Every time we enter her class, we always leave just a little bit smarter, and we will forever be grateful for it. Norma, Thank you for making sure everything is in order and bringing us the lunches that we left in the car. We know that everything will be in control thanks to you when we leave middle school. We appreciate everything you do, and we hope to see you often, even when we cross the street.
Rabbi Gallendauer, thank you so much for teaching everybody so many things about Chumash these last 3 years. You have always been such an inspiration for learning Torah. On behalf of all the 8th grade students, we thank you for your devotion to teaching us. Coach Chad, your encouragement, dedication, direction, and teamwork has always inspired us to reach our goals in everything we do. You have taught us the importance of commitment and perseverance. Thank you for teaching us and for letting us always know that we can accomplish anything we set our minds to.
Mrs. Lucero, we know we are not an easy grade, but you have found a way to keep us safe while still having fun. We really appreciate everything you do for us daily and over these past 3 years. Mor Devora, thank you for everything you have done for us these past 3 years. We appreciate your guidance in the student council and all the activities you have planned for us. Every year, we look forward to Kolor, Purim, Spirit Week, and Shabbat assemblies that would not be possible without you. We are so sad that you cannot be here with us tonight, but we know only Israel can take you away from us. Dear Nurse Lynn, thank you for helping us navigate this difficult year. It wouldn't be possible without you. Although this is barely possible with the corona restrictions and your new office, thank you for always giving us a place to hang out when we needed an escape from class. Dear Mora Kayla, thank you for being such a big part of our middle school Judaic studies learning. You beautifully and engagingly taught us Chumash and Halacha. You really inspired us to enjoy learning Torah. Dear Ivrit teachers, thank you for helping us have such a unique and special Ivrit program this year. It was such a good experience to be learning from a teacher that lives in Israel. You are always very understanding of everything and so dedicated to teaching us when it was late at night for you. Dear Mr. K, thank you so much for everything. You definitely are the teacher with the best jokes. You give countless hours of your time to help us succeed in math, whether in or out of school. We all enjoy your stories as well. Dear Mr. G, thank you for being such an amazing science teacher. A reflection of your teaching is the amazing Kadena projects that the students create with your help every year. We also love hearing about your Star Wars obsession.
Dear Coach Steven, thank you for all the amazing years filled with fun. We have all had PE with you since we were little kids. We are excited to continue on to high school with you. Dear Morris Segal, thank you for all your help. You are so sweet and caring and always want what is best for us. The girls really love doing Daglanut with you.
Thank you, Rabbi Karp, for teaching us about tefillah and its importance in the world that we live in today. Your energy and positivity bring light to the classroom and have encouraged us to further our education in Judaism. Dear Rabbi Rabowski, you truly made our middle school year. You are such a fun person with so much spirit. We love all your fun videos, classes, activities, and more. You have taught us so much Halachot, Navi, Gemara. Middle school would not have been the same without you. We will also miss your Hebrew Academy song. Dear Coach Mallory, thank you for the best years of sports we have ever had. Thank you for introducing us to all sorts of sports and games, and for teaching us about how to work with our friends to complete a goal.
Please welcome Ariana Nachmani to share a 2020 Vision project with you.
Good evening, everyone. I feel so blessed to be able to be here in person tonight. At the beginning of this year, our amazing teachers asked us to think about our 2020 Vision project, or in other words, look at life in new ways, with deeper and clearer meanings. They especially asked us to recognize what we are grateful for, identify our character strengths, and look at the world with an ayin tov, a good eye. For our 2020 Vision project that is displayed outside at our graduation reception, we had to write an essay that discussed each of these areas of sight and understanding. We also had to take a photograph of something that represented our 2020 Vision project, or our 2020 Vision. Please enjoy the exhibit when you exit the graduation ceremony this evening. As a preview, I wanted to share the conclusion from my personal essay. I love my life. Through all of the trauma and the scary situations, I love it. I love it for myself, I love it for my mom, I love it for the rest of the world. After all, we do not know when our last day will be. These new outlooks of strength, gratitude, and a good eye are all a part of that. I apply all of these areas of sight each and every day when I get up and say Modeh Ani. That is what my mother taught me on her short time on earth, and that is what will stick with me forever.
And now, the moment we have all been waiting for, Miss Lucero.
I'll pass it to you. I'll pass it to you. And do the girls. Ready? Devorah Ben-Viniste. Wait, Devorah. Hannah Alush.
You should come for the picture.
That's okay. Go, Hannah. Tamar Edelson.
You sure?
Jillian Schindler.
I don't think I need to be in the picture.
No. I'll give it to you. Latife Wertheimer. Simcha Mimi Nahon. Lily Abrahams. Talia Hussein.
Should have put my,
I'm sorry.
Tahila Schwab. Hannah Rothman. Liza Lugo. Ella Turetsky. Congratulations. Marielle Barnes. Miriam Cohen. Congratulations. Shana Tobul. Congratulations. Elior Gdansky. Got it. Eliora. Smile. Eliana Rosenberg. Elizabeth Ebner. Congratulations. Thank you. Ella Levy.
Maybe I'll give the bag first.
What?
Maybe I'll
Sure.
give the bag first. Otherwise,
Sure.
because they don't see everybody else getting it.
Congratulations. Abby Lazinski. Congratulations, Abby. Aaliyah Katz. Congratulations. Ariella Nachmani. Congratulations. Riley Spitz. Take a photo. Yona Greisman. Benjamin Schragowitz. There you go. Good job. Shimon Friedman. You're not graduating. No. Joseph Levy.
The guys switch seats.
Joseph Galinsky. Jonathan God. Itzhak Malul. Benjamin Karp.
This is all out of order. No,
It's okay. Avi Rosenkovich. Did they move? Elad Mizrahi.
Yeah, I understand.
Give them these Elizabeth keys for right now, and we'll print it tomorrow.
It was here. Zachary Schuster. Yeah. Ari Roller. Kobe Fruman. Jonathan Ifra. Zalman Shagalo. Daniel Pinhasov. Mayor Weiss. Jacob Wagoda. Oh, sorry. Isaac Gottlieb. Jacob Hoffman. Told you. Gabe Bruckner. Solomon Ashkenazi Cohen. Jacob Schottenstein. Max Lehman. We have two graduates that weren't able to make it with us this evening, Hesed Slomiansky and Elizabeth Lazinski, and we wish them well.
At this time, we invite Joseph and Lily to recite the prayer for Israel and Sahel.
Please rise. Avinu Shebashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'Goalo, Baruch at Medina Yisrael Reshit Tzmicha Ge'ulatenu, Hagen aleh bevracha stecha ufaros aleh sukat shel mecha, Ushalach orcha ve'amitcha le'ershe sarah ve'yotzeh ve'taknem be'tzah tova milfanecha, Chazek et yedai mignai arts kachenu ve'hanchilim, Eloheinu Yeshua ve'tart nitzachon te'achem, Ve'natata shalom ba'aretz ve'simchat olam le'yoshveh ve'et achinu,
כל בית ישראל פקד נא בכל ארצות פזוריהם, ותוליכם מהירקם ומיות לציון עירך ולירושלים, משכן שמך ככתוב בתורת משה עבדיך, אם יהיה נדחך בקצה השמיים, משם יקבצה אדוני אלוהיך ומשם ייקחך, והביאך אדוני אלוהיך אל הארץ אשר ירשו אבותיך וירשת והיטיבך והרבך מאבותיך ויחד לבבינו לאהבה וליראה את שמך ולשמור את כל דברי תורתך ושלח לנו מהרה בן דוד משיח צדקך לפדות מחכה קץ ישועתך הופע בהדר גאון עוזך על כל יושבי תבל ארצך ויאמר כל אשר נשמע בפה אדוני אלוהי ישראל מלך ומלכותו בכל משלה אמן סלה.
מי שברך אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, הוא יברך את חיילי צבא ההגנה לישראל, העומדים על משמר ארצנו וערי אלוהינו, מגבול הלבנון ועד מדבר מצרים, ומן הים הגדול, וערבו וערבה, ביבשה, באוויר ובים. ייתן אדוני את אויבינו, הקמים עלינו ניגפים לפניהם. הקדוש ברוך הוא ישמור ויציל את חיילינו מכל צרה וצוקה, ומכל נגע ומחלה, וישלח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידיהם. ידבר שונאים תחתיהם ועטרת כתר ישועה ובעטרת ניצחון בגויה מעין הכתוב. כי אדוני אלוהיכם ההולך עמכם לכם, עם אויביכם להושיע אתכם ונאמר אמן. Please sit down.
Okay. Everybody ready? Hey, so I'd like to wish a big mazel tov. I'd like to present you with the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations.
Get in here, guys. No, you can't do that. What?